We all set? Aye, aye! Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. Now then, how do we get out of here? Of course, here we are. You push that side, all right? And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. Even my father doesn't know about it. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
You still hear the echo?
So that's how it's going to be, is it? You're still not going to tell me what you're up to? Huh? So you're not going to tell me? Well, I don't care anyway, because I'm not going to waste my breath asking you again. But you haven't heard the last of this. I'm going to find out what you're plotting, and I'm going to tell everyone. So there. I almost forgot. Tomorrow's the day of the pilchard harvest. I'd better be getting off to bed. And so had you. It only comes round once a year, you know. See you later, Mr. Mysterious.
I wonder why she runs like that. Walk around, hold on to the sprint, press X to interact, trying to open the menu. If there's anything about the game you don't understand, you can always go to the info tab, menu, stuff I did from the demo. The reward for playing Dragon Quest reimagined has been arrived. Go to claim special rewards to claim your gift. Alright now. Alright. I will say this, it looks really nice how they did the whole little claymation type thing with the models. But I'm hoping that the next thing that they come up with, like as far as remakes are concerned, they kind of keep it how they did with 11 and 8. Because the top-down view, I mean, it looks fine, you know, it looks cool. I'm down for it. But I want to have a little bit more control with the camera. Dragon Quest staple, make sure you check everything. The resolution seems low for the stream. Like 720 low or 1080p? That's probably...
Wakey, wakey, young man. You can't stay in bed all morning. It's the most important day of the year in Pilchard Bay. The day of the pilchard harvest. Your father is already headed over to meet Mayor Maid by the jetty. Now get up and get yourself ready. Come on, chop chop.
Alright, so controversy aside, Dragon Quest VII is probably one of the most talked about Dragon Quest games because it seems
some
it
to
was.
sleep in, you know.
It's a very long game. People push about like 130 something hours just on quests alone and doing stuff. Kids. Yeah, so Dragon Quest VII is a very lengthy game, and what they tried to do for this game is try to shorten it, like take away a lot of content that, make it more user-friendly for beginner players. A lot of the hardcore fans are kind of upset that they did that from that retrospect, but for me, I'm just more or less on the lines of, I've never played 7 before, I've heard so much stuff about it, but I want it to be more accessible for a lot of people to play, enjoy, really get into Dragon Quest, for the sake of it being the father of RPGs, aside from Dungeons and Dragons. But,
how he likes his pilchards.
I just want to see where it goes with it. It seems like it's going to be really, really good. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about the game as far as it being too easy, but from my understanding, you can change the settings, like how you just saw from the beginning, on how difficult you want it to be.
Take that
But,
sandwich down to the ship.
new generation, everything's kind of, oh my gosh, I need to be told where to go. Oh my gosh, why is it so this? Why is it so hard? I got a life. And understandable. I mean, I'm a parent. I get it. You can't really invest as much time as you want into the games and the lifestyle that you want because you got life. So, I get it. Alright, so now we got our little sandwich and we gotta give it to our old man before he goes on this great quest to get some food for the village and for everybody else on this island. Just read what you read, Corey. I'm just gonna have to do some tinkering with this so I can be able to hear it the way that I want to hear it as well, while also letting everybody else hear what they want to hear. And, another thing that I feel some type of way about is the protagonist. Like, this guy right here, like, he looks, I wouldn't necessarily say the coolest character, but, I'm pretty sure he'll grow on me. Sorry for this little rink-dink little stick. But, that's how they did the equipment screen. Got Zoom, journal, items, and then I'll get a mini middle list later on. But yeah. Talk to people.
Oh.
I've got no money. You know with that. Hey you're the local lad, aren't you? And you want to be a fisherman when you grow up, right? Sure. Of course you do. Fishermen are the best. But then, since I give you all the food, I'm not normally giving up by this time, but this morning, I walked all the way from Astar. Well, that's just very now and then. I never hurt anyone. And for whatever reason, every time you come to this place, you can just see this little spot by the bell. There's always going to be some money. So that's good. Let's wrap it also change. So another thing that I was saying about the camera and everything, you can really zoom in on a lot of stuff inside of the rooms as far as the scale, but you can't really pixel on exactly everything. Who's the greatest fisherman this village has ever seen. So yeah, everybody's always talking about your dad. He's the best thing since sliced bread. They really appreciate and love him. So I'm a very famous young kid in here. I didn't mean to do that. But what I didn't realize is that apparently Oster's dad has a brother. And as we'll see later on, people, they got a lot to say about your uncle. Do it for the cat lovers. Another thing for here for Dragon Quest games, normally you have little save spots and whatnot, but save spots are churches. I need to do some digging as to why they decided to do that, but I'm down for it. Well, if it isn't young Asta, I imagine you'll be helping your father out today. I can't believe you're 16 already, or that you've grown up to be such a strapping young fellow, come to that. I remember the day you were born like it was yesterday. Ah, what a do that was. But that's enough reminiscing. It must be almost time for the ship to set sail. You need to go yourself to the jetty. Don't let your father down, you know. So like at the beginning, I can't really save, so they just want me to go along with that. This is where the young girl lives. She's the mayor's daughter. This is her mom. She kind of reminds me of Jessica. I'll say very good morning for you, man. You'll be able to see father today, no doubt. We're as helpful as you, but she first off before breakfast. I haven't seen either of him since. Honestly, my Maribel will be the death of me. Where in heaven is she? Always check everything. So Maribel is not here, not with her mom. She's out and about doing some stuff. Now they say Maribel gets a real bad rap in this game. Like, I don't know diddly squat about her for the time being, but the little that I got from her, she seems very annoying. But I'm pretty sure that personality trait will change as the game progresses on. What is this theme? Wonder how long they'll be out of sea this year. I just pray that my dear hubby and his shipmates make it back in one piece. You know what? Like, let's really think this through. Like, the people that really have to go on these boats. I know this is a game, but like real life wise, back in the day, they have to go, you know, ship to ship, sail to sail to get stuff and bring it to people and everything. Can you imagine how scary that must actually be to go on a ship and actually go continent to continent, country to country, such and such, over the seas to pick up stuff and drop off trade stuff? I mean, I know they still do that now, but like the death, the deep darkness of night, of the ocean and stuff, scary stuff. Over here wanting to be like One Piece and stuff, but not really thinking about it through. Alright, so that big guy's my dad.
I respect your opinion, Pollock, but I don't see why we can't just head to the usual.
Yeah, okay. Shoot, I seen some videos, Coop, about the deep dark ocean, man. All the
the ocean tells me something,
man, that stuff is scary, bro.
I've been studying the currents and tides.
I'm no punk. I mean, I'll go out there. I'll do it. But, you know, I'll be thinking, like Titanic.
A fisherman's job is to follow the fish. Where they go, we go. End of story.
So, from the, like, similarities that I see between this yeah, right? Oh, you platinum it? Awesome. Did you enjoy the game? Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. That's the... Oh, awesome. I think it's on PSN right now. I think I added it. I don't know when I'm going to play it, though. So you're not wrong. So what I've noticed with this, like, Asta's dad, like, this dude is strong as a mug. He fits the bill of a strong fisherman. And then there's Asta, this little kid. And he's 16. That's who's getting. He's 16.
Now, are you ready to actually do some work for a change?
And apparently I don't do work.
Oh, first things first. Please tell me you brought me one of your mother's sandwiches. Oh, I'm famished. That's the stuff. There's nothing like pilchards in the morning. I can't set sail without one of these in my belly. Oh. Stop staring at me like that, lad. You put me off my pilchards. You want to swab the decks or something.
I just feel as if he doesn't want to be bothered with me. And this guy right here is Mirabelle's dad. He's the mayor.
Ah.
There's this wound up, doesn't change anything. Still, he's a man who takes responsibility for his decisions. I'm sure you'll grow up to be a very bit as tough as your dear old dad, Austin. If you want a bunch of salty sea dogs to stay loyal to you, you're gonna have to. That's another thing. You out in the seas with, regular blokes and whatnot.
Oh.
If you don't acquire the respect, they're just gonna be mutiny. A lot of praise on my dad. Oh, and there's Mirabelle. Like they say on the 3DS version and the PS1 version, she hid in a different spot, and she was a little bit more harder to see. But the way they did this game is kind of easy to see where she's at, but I'm not worried about her right now. I'm gonna finish talking to these guys. So, Austin, do you have any idea what I'm going through? Yes, you're saying that. How could you not understand? I think he was talking about his wife. His wife was the blonde-haired girl outside. I was talking about her husband leaving. Let's see what it says now. Of course you don't. I mean, how could you? Here I am newly married and leaving my beautiful bride behind. No one could ever understand me heartache and pain. Yeah, I've been there, buddy. It's tough. It is tough. Now you're heading further north than we've ever been before. Can't wait to see what kind of prize specimens we can net out there. From Culture Bay to Esther Castle, everyone's heard of the mighty Pollock, his dad. We should be proud to have such a famous fisherman for a father, Oster. Of course, his brother is just as famous, or should I say infamous. Heck, listen to me. It doesn't do to speak ill of others. Forget I said anything, lad. See, that's your first hint of his uncle. These young sailors may be stronger and more enthusiastic than us old hands, but there's no substitute for experience. All sorts can happen at sea, so you have to keep your wits about you. One wrong move and you're in the drink. Check that door. Let's take a look at you, Austin. You're short, you're scrawny, and you don't look like you've done a day's work in your life. You won't make much of a sailor, but if you work on your culinary skills, who knows, maybe you could follow in my footsteps one day. The important thing is hard graft. Find what you're good at, and keep practicing till you're perfect. Yeah, that was facts. Nope. Coop, we got a ways to go before the first one. Alright, you know what? I'll skip the semantics of, explaining certain. I'll just go through it.
Yes?
I'm sorry, Coop. That's another thing about this game. People were very stressed about how long it took to get to the first official fight. So let me just go ahead and try to go through it as quickly as possible so you can see some actual gameplay. I'll get you more young lady, and somebody will get you the rest of the shit. I'll get out of here before I tell your father what you've been up to. If you ain't married, I'll tell us I need pity. has to be a big slime somewhere. Nah. The first time we'll see a slime is when I actually get inside of the altar. It's like a shrine area. And this girl over here, she wants to see the big wide world, and she doesn't want to be stuck on this island, and everybody else that talks about stuff is saying that there's nothing else to see, because in this game there's literally one landmass in the whole continent. It's just one island. So these guys are hoping to find new worlds, new things to explore, new things to see. Your mother, keep the old girl safe while I'm away. Alright, so now Dad's going out on this big fish quest to bring food and everything back to the area. For the sake of patience. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna try to do it as quickly as possible, but they don't really do anything as far as action just yet.
Thanks.
For you. The king requests an audience, a rather urgent one, it would seem. You know the way to Esser Castle, of course, to do power back was Culture Bay. Very appreciated. Alright, so let me just hit with the boom, boom, boom. Sounds like a castle, good luck, you. Guess what? I'm coming too. It's alright with you. I really don't want to take her, but I just want to just get on with it so you guys can see what's going on. Talking about companions and pressing circle to communicate with them. Just like I did with the traditional RPGs, talking with your party.
Hey!
As well. Alright. Showing us about markers of where to go and hints. So this is the whole continent. There we go. Got all this on the map. Zoom out. Nothing else on the whole place. Nothing. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's hurry up and get over here. Let's see. Later, we got places to be, so see you around.
Why is this such a freaking pepper? It is not. Don't put it in the food.
Alright, so now we see that we see a shady guy that just ran up inside of here. Lo and behold, listen, I know I've made some bad decisions in my time, but I ain't no liar. This the latest find, the real deal, I swear. It's called a sizzling stone, and it's worth enough to cover all them bills I keep forgetting to pay. And then... Come on. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I did have it right there in my midst, the sizzling stone itself. I took with me everywhere, the bath, the bar. Oh, I said quite enough of this. Oscar, good to see you. Perhaps you could talk some sense into this idiot I am. Perhaps you could have a word with your uncle. Alright, so basically the synopsis is like, the uncle is a deadbeat. He's swindling people, taking people's money, lies for everything, and he can't pay his rent, and everybody hates him. Polar opposite, night and day. Let's see. Up here, let's see Maribel on a little date.
reckon it must be my fault you've been called here again. Sorry about that. You remember the plan, don't you? Grown up to keep saying that this is the only island in the world. That's total nonsense, and we're going to prove it. I know we've been spending all our time fixing up that old wreck in the cave near Pilchard Bay, but we have to face facts. There's no way the two of us will ever get these boats seaworthy. If we want to set sail for new lands, we need to go back to the drawing board. As luck would have it, though, I've been and came across this book. It looks properly ancient, so it must be the real deal. I found something else when I was down there and all. Check this out. What do you think? Looks like a piece of rubble, doesn't it? Well, that's what I thought at first as well. But check out the pattern on it. I've never seen anything like that before. Not that it's important right now, of course. I just thought I'd better show you before I forgot, that's all. Now, the book says there's a place called the Shrine of Awakening in the mountains to the east of here. And it seems there's a way of getting its doors to open, too. Of course, the eastern mountains are off-limits to islanders, which makes them the perfect place to hide something special, don't you think?
So crazy, man, because, like, it's like, something about this dude's model kind of throws me off. I don't know if it's his chin, I don't know if it's his wide face, I don't know.
Find this shrine.
But I'm not a fan of it.
You're here because my old man summoned you, right? Well, just try to keep him talking for as long as you can. Hopefully the guards won't twig that I've scarpered. Come and join me once you're done here, alright? I'll be waiting.
Kiefer! What the devil is that boy? That does it. He's gone too far this time. This is outrageous.
Where's the
outrageous,
screen time? Ooh. My bad, Hoop. Gotta try to fix that later.
Your Majesty, if you will forgive me, I am sure that Prince Kiefer has his reasons for absconding so suddenly. Please, I beg of you, you must try to remain calm.
Honestly, why do you insist on sticking up for that wretched boy? Anyway, to the matter at hand. I have been expecting you, young man. Follow me. We have much to discuss. Sit yourself down, if you would. Now, you're going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to ask you something very important. Is that clear? Tell me the truth. Is there something you're hiding from me? Just as I suspected. Of late, Kiefer has been behaving like a prince possessed. He has been entirely incapable of sitting still for a moment. Do you know what the wretched boy did today? He stole a precious ring that once belonged to his mother. A keepsake, a treasure more than life itself. What in the world can he hope to achieve through such acts of petty larceny. I confess that I myself occasionally strayed from the straight and narrow path in my youth, but by the time I was Prince Kiefer's age, I had more than grown out of such behavior. The exact details of my youthful indiscretions are neither here nor there, of course. The fact of the matter is, my youth is likely out there causing more mayhem even as we speak. Which is why I need you to talk some sense into my idiot boy.
Well, Kiefer's yes and no. Like, if you talk to the people inside of the capital, talk to people inside of his castle, they'll say he's a good kid, does right, but he's a wild card. He's not one to be tied down to everything that's going on inside of the castle, like his princely duties or, keeping up with good apparel for his father's sake. He's a rambunctious little kid. But he's older than him. He's 17 years old. He just wants to explore the world. That's his room over there. He just wants to explore the world and, see what else the world has to show. And his dad just wants him to put that stuff aside and get ready for the king, to be king. So let's see. Yep, okay. So go to the shrine. Go to save. Happen yet. Happen to save. Two 1626. 2026.
At last! I thought you'd never show up. Anyway, this is where things start to get serious. Welcome to the forbidden place. No turning back now. Here, take a look at this. So, recognize anyone? Yup, that picture of the bloke with the staff looks exactly like this statue. I've got a good feeling about this. We're close, very close. We just have to, present something to this statue, and then, something will happen. Ta-da! Behold the Sunstone Ring. It's been in my family for yonks. Let's see what the statue makes of this. Well, are you with me? Shall I present the ring to the statue or what? Great! I knew you'd come round. None of our useless scholars ever really got to the bottom of all this stuff, They never dug deep enough. It was almost like they didn't want to. Forbidden places. Royal tombs. How can you hear words like that and not want to find out more? Well, not me. I've always wanted to uncover the secrets of this island, and I've always known they had something to do with these ruins. There's something waiting for me here. Something that will change my life. My destiny. Anyway, enough talk. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. Huh? Nothing happened. Looks like I was wrong about the ring. But, look what else I have up my sleeve. Ta-da! May I present to you the one and only sizzling stone. Let's see what happens now.
Yeah, very adventurous. And for whatever reason, like from what I gathered from the opening, it seems as if he's not going to be in the party for long. I don't know why, but he's not going to be here for long. And that's the sizzling stone. The stone, the very stone that his uncle was trying to give to his landlord to pay his rent. And Kiefer has it.
Here we go. Still no luck. But we can't give up yet. What about the stone tablet we just found? It's not really shining anymore. But it won't hurt to try, will it? Here we go. Well, I can't deny the book's been something of a letdown. The stone tablet, too. I wanted to find a key that unlocked the world's mysteries, but it seems I was hoping for too much. There's no sense getting upset, though. After all, we can still patch the boat up and look for other islands out at sea. I borrowed the sizzling stone from your Uncle Pike, by the way. Maybe you could get it back to him for me.
The whole him trying to get out of the islands and explore the world and everything, it's giving off Xehanort/Xemnas vibes, where they want to leave Destiny Islands and see what other worlds are out there. Same thing with Riku and
But you
Sora.
can't win them all, eh? Now let's get out of here.
Lacking. What was that? You are yet lacking. That voice, did it come from the statue? Let's go and investigate, Austin.
Lacking. You are yet lacking.
Is that statue talking to us?
The doors of destiny will only open for those who have been chosen, and you are yet lacking.
The doors of destiny? Do you mean the doors to this shrine? Oh, and what are we lacking exactly?
If you would prove your worth, you must overcome my shrine. Show me courage, which blazes bright. Show me spirit that shines from within. You must find the 3 remaining fragments of stone tablet. Only then will the doors of destiny open for you. You who have yet to make your mark upon this world, will you face the trial?
I don't have a clue what's going on, but I know I want to find out. Come on, we have to do this. You're in, right?
Listen well, unproven ones. All you need to pass the trial lies here, within the bounds of the island. Leave no stone unturned, and keep your eyes peeled for even the slightest change. Go now. Prove your dazzling spirit and fiery resolve by gathering the 3 remaining fragments of stone tablet.
Woohoo! This is it, old friend! We're finally going to unlock the world's mysteries. And the key we needed was on the island all along. We've come this far. We can't stop now. Come on, let's get this trial done.
I don't know, bro. It's just something about his face. He just seems very bulky. Like, you just want to hit it. I don't know. It's something about his face. It's very boxy. Alright, so now we're looking for 3 more pieces of the yellow fragment. And once we acquire that, we'll be able to gain access to the shrine through this door. So now we have to search the island and figure out where these tablets are. Yeah, I made it past this part in the demo. This part in the demo is just, you know, the beginning part of the game, and then I fight against like 3 or 4 bosses, a mini boss, and then the big boss, and then as I go back here to go to the next island to do all my other stuff, that's when it said the demo was done. So if you look on the map, it shows Estar Castle as an icon to get a piece, and then Pultured Bay is another piece. So I'm gonna go take care of. Oh, that's right. I gotta put some stuff. Make sure they got their stuff. One over here, one there. Alright, so I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff and get right to it. This is Oscar's uncle's house. He's gonna ask us to take care of some miscellaneous things because he feels short-handed when he got one to go inside his house. Alright, awesome. I knew there was something about his face. You're right, Corey. You're right. There was something about his face. I knew it. Yup. Because Luke gives off the same energy. You're absolutely right. Well, if it isn't my favorite nephew, why don't you give us a hand with the little pickle if I got myself into, eh? As you know, your old Uncle Pike works himself to the bone each and every day, which means sometimes he forgets to take care of the little thing. Now, if I was talking to everybody around the town, they tell you that this dude is nothing but a menace. He bugs everybody for money. He messes up their family name. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a scoundrel. Like, he's an embarrassment in the whole city. And it's just messed up because Oster's dad is like the pride and joy of their whole country. So like their little island and whatnot. And the fact that he can be his brother is just like, whoa. It's not my fault, I'm so busy, but my landlord, he doesn't see it that way. He won't get off my case just because I'm a teensy bit behind on the rent. Not a lot, he's a lot behind on the rent. What's the problem here? Can't you simply explain your situation to your landlord and pay him off? Pay him what you owe? Thank you, Your Majesty. Why didn't I think of that? But how exactly is a humble working man like me supposed to come up with an extra half a year's rent at the drop of a hat? Perhaps you could enlighten me. Let's get going. We got a stone tablet to find it. This is clearly a massive waste of time. What? Stone tablet fragments, you said. You mean those things with the map chiseled on them? Well, as it happens, I might have seen one or two. Was it my time? What? Where? Tell us everything. Come on, Your Majesty. Surely you can't expect me to give precious information like that away for free, can you? But of course, if my favorite nephew here wants to know, well, I'll never dream of denying him any. All you have to do is ask me. In fact, my purse alone sounds like a fair deal. Sure, that's the spirit. Right then, all I need to do is have a quick poke around town and bring me, let's say, 3 empty bottles. But listen up, I don't want any old bottles. I want nice, sparkling ones I could spot glittering in the sun from a mile off. 3 of those, and the job's a good. If you want to pay my rent, you're my only hope. It's not like anyone else on the island would lend me so much as a brass part. Right then, once we got the bottles, come find me at Rainbow Cove. Alright, so we're just going to talk about something interesting. The world mystery is right here on this island. I don't know about this trial, but I know one thing for sure. It's no match for a dream team like you and me. Alright, check that. Alright, so this is one of the bottles. Careful, don't want to take master tumble. Oh. Oh, sorry. Just check for something. I'm not sure. Quite sure. Where it is. Alright.
Hey!
Now we got bottles. Just cut out the rainbow code. Rainbow code. Here. So, did you get 3 empty bottles from me? Yes. You're a lifesaver, Oster. Yeah, those will do nicely. Now, next you have to fill these beauties up with some of this lovely rainbow water. Give us a shot once you're done. I really don't like that, dude. Rainbow. I'm noticing a lot of games nowadays are showing spelling colors like that now instead of the old school way. I guess we're transitioning to OUR. Oh, we did all in one go. Well done, lad. I knew I could count on my favorite nephew.
Huh?
Alright, we've done our bit. Care to tell us what you plan to do with all that bottled water? Bottled water? You think this is just bottled water, do you? Why, this is holy holy water, Your Majesty. Whether you drink it down or splash it around, good things are bound to come your way. Youth, beauty, riches, the sky's the limit, probably. All I need to do is find some discerning customers and convince them that this is the one and only way to solve all their worries. And you really think this is going to work? Confidence, that's the trick with stuff like this. If you believe, they'll believe, and then they'll be chuckling money at you. You know what? There's actually some truth to that. It's all about how you play it, you know what I mean? You fake it till you make it. If you make something that's presentable, that looks really, really good, you know, even though people are like, what are you talking about? But you present it in a way that it looks like you can't be lying about it, people will buy it.
Hey-o.
This is the spot. Now I think it's around this bit of wall here. Here we are. Stumbled upon it after I'd somewhat overdone it one night and came to splash some water on my face. I saw the stone tablet inside, but didn't reckon there was any money to be made from it, so I left it where it was. I don't have the foggiest way you're so keen on collecting old bits of rubble, but if you think it's a fair reward, who am I to say any different? I wouldn't normally trust your uncle any further than I could throw him, but it's not like we have any better ideas. Come on, let's head in. Alright, so we got a small little, I wouldn't even consider this a test. They said in the original game it was a little bit more difficult. But for the sake of what they're trying to do with speeding up this game at the beginning of this, they're trying to make the little trials and stuff faster so that people can get further into the game faster. That's one down, 2 to go. Nice one. Trust my favorite nephew to take care of business. Alright then, let's have a look at that stone tablet. I'll give you an expert appraisal of its value, and I won't even charge you for the service. We appreciate the offer and everything, but no need to be shy, Your Majesty. As the responsible adult in the room, I just think it should take a little look so I can tell you what it's really worth. Come on, my dearest nephew, cough it up, or are you going to make me do this in the hard way? Alright, your choice. Let's take a look under the hat. Okay then, let's try your pockets. Bingo. Well, if it isn't my sizzling stone. I thought I lost this little beauty. How'd you get your hands on it? Oster has been pickpocketed by Pike. The sizzling stone is no longer in his possession. I knew my luck was going to change if I could offload. This little beauty will forget about 6 measly months' rent. I could buy Estar Blooming Castle. Well, I won't be needing all this holy water no more. Why don't you take a bottle for yourself? Well then, I'd best be off. Fine work today. I don't know, there's something about him, like, I don't want to say, like, the cliches of anime games and stuff like that, but it seems like he's going to be this douchebag at the beginning, but then he's going to have this revolving moment later on in the game where it's like, oh wow, he actually changed, got a change of heart.
Hey!
If you're doing waltzing into my house uninvited, and you see I'm busy, can't you see I'm busy? Go on, be off with me. Joe the ancient tongue. Oh, so you're a door-to-door salesman, are you? Well, if you think I'm just gonna go buy any old book and bring me, you're making a big mistake. When you found this book, did you find a piece of stone tablet along with it? I see. Would you be so good as to show it to me? It certainly looks the worse for wear, as does the book, but still. Here they both are, when I never thought I'd say lay eyes on them again. I hid that book and a piece of stone tablet deep beneath the castle when I was still a young man. I can only assume you've come to me with these items in hand after hearing the voice at the ruins out of the east, yes? I knew it. You must be under the same spell I was at that age. I was absolutely determined to unravel the mysteries of the world. I was convinced there was another world waiting for me beyond the horizon, and I would let nothing, not friends, not family, stand in the way of me finding it. And so I find myself in those ruins, listening to astonishment to the same voice that must have spoken to you.
Listen up.
Then you must know something about how to complete the trial. Indeed, I do. I even attempted it myself, though I proved unworthy. I concluded it was simply far too dangerous for anyone to undertake. In fact, I blocked part of it off and built my house here to keep an eye on the inshore, and ensure no one could ever attempt such foolishness again. If you value your lives, you will turn back. Prince Kiefer, one day you will inherit the throne. I cannot allow you to throw your life away when your kingdom needs you. You're telling us to just give up? Well, don't waste your breath. We're so close to getting our hands on the key that unlocks the world's mysteries. If we quit now, I just know I'd regret it for the rest of my life. What use would I be the king, slumped on my throne wondering what might have been? Come on, Dermot. You know where we won't give up now. Fine. Here, take it. I'm afraid it's not up to me to decide whether or not you've got the requisite metal. You'll only find that out by facing the trial yourself. In the cave that leads you to these cliffs, you'll find a door. Head through and you'll be on the right path. I can only wish you luck, my young friends. Alright, so we got a little shadow test to make a slime. Having fun with it. It's waiting for us to take it. Well, what are we standing around for? Flame chases away the darkness with its light, but so too does flame birth shadow. Allow your fears conquer the shadow, do so, and the prize you seek shall be yours. Looks like this is over yet. Alright, the first fight of the game. At the beginning of the game, everybody's got, weak moves and stuff. Level up and get stronger as you go. Level up. Okay.
How's about that?
This trump, your bravery is proven, and your prize. Alright, so here's something that pops up on the screen. It's fledgling fisherman. That's going to be one of his little traits that he gets that allows him to do different moves. Learn new magic spells, learn new set-it moves, and even team attacks. So we have Heir Apparent and Fledgling Fisherman. As the game progresses, there's going to be a point in time where we can change job classes. In the first one on PS1, your character's, moveset would change and his clothes would change. But in this one, they took that away. In the 3DS version, they added new apparels, like for him to be a mage, his clothes would change. And, if he wanted to be a heavy hitter, if he wanted to be a fast fighter, stuff like that from basically like the job class, like in Final Fantasy games. But this was like their first attempt at trying to do more stuff like that in the Dragon Quest games. So now I'm going to talk to old man, let him know what I saw, and then I'm going to move on to the next time. Did you really part of I can't believe it. Long ago, back when I was born, before second new connections to the dream, I too attempted it, but I failed. Ever since that day, I wanted things might have been turned out differently if I hadn't been alone. If I had a friend at my side, well, I believe I've finally been given the answer. I've been shown once and for all what friendship can achieve. You know, good old power of friendship. Okay, alright, so next one. Save big.
Hey!
So it seems like Oster's dad has come back from his expedition, bringing food back to the city, back to the island and everything. So, but I think I'm done here. I'm gonna move on to the next spot. Let's see, where are you? There. Let's see. Oh, one more. Okay. What is the dad? Everybody's happy because my old man's back and he brought all this food for everybody. I've spoken to your dad yet? You know, he's really keen to see you. Seems he caught something unusual in his net and thought you and his friend I'd like to have a look at it. Oh, but wait, you told me not to talk about it. Forget what I said. Okay? I just want to talk to your dad. Yes? You got from the Pops. Welcome back, my lad. And Prince Arthur here as well. This is quite the gathering. You know, I could tell from the tires that this was going to be a good year, but I never imagined it would go so well. We haven't had a haul like this in ages, not since your year we were born, in fact. Actually, now that I think about it, that year was the best of them all. Even this latest harvest doesn't come close. I remember coming home all set to boast about how many poultry we've netted, but then I found you waiting for me to talk about stealing my thunder. You didn't hang about, did you? Couldn't wait to get out into the world. I said hello and you started bawling, and then I totally get that. When you have a kid for the first time, and holding them, and being away, it's a magical moment. Totally get it. Sleep like a dog. It's just glad to tell you back in the bosom of my family after a hard day's fishing. What's that, lad? You after something? A nice strong glass of anchovy cordial, maybe? Ordinary. Ooh. Find anything strange when you were out at sea? Well, now that you come to mention it, yes, we did, in fact. A very unusual object got taken up in the nets. Here you go. It's an old piece of stone something or other. Very safe your trip. Alright.
Hey!
Me too. Awesome. Alright, let's roll.
Hey!
He does look like Luke. Dang it, Corey, you were right. Godly. I knew there was something about him. I knew it.
Let's see if we really are the chosen ones. Please reveal the way forward! Whenever you're ready.
Your courage is proven.
took was a quick jaunt around the island. I can't believe we actually did it. This is so exciting. I can't wait to see what's in there. Come on! The real adventure is about to begin!
I'm just trying to figure out why he has that sword on his back that we can't use. I shouldn't need to be sniffing around here. You really think you could keep it a secret? See, that's the thing about this girl, man. Like, they say that you eventually warm up to her, but I don't know, man. As of right now, I'm not really digging Mirabelle. Is it Mirabelle? Yeah, Mirabelle. A horrible person. Did you know that? You've been doing all this fun stuff and you didn't say a word to me about it. You promised me, remember? So I'm not joining you. There's nothing you can do about that. Come on, let's go. We'll just have to lump it, I suppose. She'll only tell us otherwise. Alright, let's get going. So, like, Mirabelle is the mage, Kiefer's the heavy hitter, and then Oster is the well-rounded character. Sword. I think so. That's some pesky doors. Well done. I might just earn my forgiveness from on high. I think there's some bigger war with this guy too. Who are you? Are you in charge of this place? Oh no, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the caretaker. I look after the assembly room. You know, this isn't the first time we've spoken. That was me talking to you earlier through the statue. This is all a bit much to take in at once. I've been looking after this place for years now. Decades. No, centuries, in fact. A long, long time. So long, in fact, that I've clearly forgotten everything about myself. I haven't forgotten my duty, though, to guide the Chosen Ones to a new world. Did you hear that? Chosen Ones. Looks like passing the trial paid off. Well, I'm standing here too, aren't I? I must be a chosen as you, and I didn't do any trial. I suppose you already noticed the colorful pedestals we've gotten here. Yeah. Well, each of these is packed full of mysterious force and force that will guide you to where you need to go. Forces unleashed using a series of special stone tablets, fragments of which you've already collected. Now you just need to find a pedestal that has the same colorful pieces you have in your possession. I'm sure you'll work the rest out for yourselves. Why don't you give it a go? Alright, so we picked up a whole bunch of yellow ones, so we're going to do that. So, without spoiling, I guess for the time being, it's safe to assume that each one of these tablets is a new piece of island. Let's see.
What just happened? Are you two okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I want an explanation for what just happened. I want it now.
Well, all I know is that 1 minute we were in the shrine and the next we were here. I don't recognize this place, though. Is it even on the island?
What are you talking about? Of course it's on the island. Where else would it be, you dummy? What I want to know places. I hate it already. In fact, I've had enough. I'm going home. Thanks for the amazing adventure.
Well, I suppose we should get going too. We can't hang around here all day. Come on! Uh-oh. That sounded an awful lot like Maribel. We need to find her, and fast! Come on!
What are those things?
Take that!
Alright, so like I was saying, so like the proficiency and everything, if you do fights, run around, use the character a lot while it's in that mode of the, class and stuff, you'll level up, and as long as your affinities go up with the leveling up and your stars go up, you gain access to new abilities. So with that, he gets Flame Splash, and Asta got Cure, full heal, and she got, because she was a mini Mayoress, she gets Res, which is a Fire Spell.
I don't like this one bit. Where exactly are we? And why is it full of monsters?
Monsters? You call those monsters?
Well, if they weren't monsters, what were they? If they look like monsters and smell like monsters, they're monsters. Well, anyway, the one thing I do know is that this is all your fault. Both of you.
Just like, bro, they didn't ask you to come, though.
It's time you took responsibility for your actions. You need to make sure I get home safely.
Monsters, eh? Did you hear that? Real live monsters! We're on a proper adventure at last! Is it just me, or is this kind of exciting?
Yes, it is just you. You're such an idiot. Oh, trust you to be happy about this. Listen, I'm not staying here a moment longer. Take me home! Now!
And what are yourselves doing here?
Sorry. We weren't sneaking up on you or anything. You've got nothing to fear from us. I'm Kiefer, Prince of Estard.
Estard, you say? Are you serious?
Well, anyway, this is my best pal, And this is Maribel. They're with me.
Excuse me, whatever your name is. Why is it so dark and horrible here?
Ah, right. Me name. I'm Maeve.
Hello, Maeve. Can I ask why you're bothering to weed such a scrawny old patch of grass?
Weeding? Sure, I wasn't weeding. I was putting some nice plants on these graves, right?
Plants? You mean those handfuls of grass? Why would anyone put grass on a grave?
In case you've not noticed, there's not a lot in the way of flowers round here. That's why I have to make do with that little lot, like.
Wait, I've got some flowers. Well, some seeds at least.
Seeds, you say?
Yes, I got them from the woods near Estad. I was going to plant them round my house.
I hate to be a bother, but I'd be grateful if you could see your way to let me have a handful.
Oh, I don't mind at all. In fact, have the lot.
Sure, that's grand altogether. I'll plant these round the grave, so I will. Maybe now the souls of the departed can rest a wee bit easier.
The departed? Gosh.
Now where are yourselves heading to? If you don't mind me asking.
That's a good question. I suppose we're heading home.
You want to go home, do you? Well, I wouldn't start from here, so I wouldn't. Your best bet for now is to get out of this forest. You'll find a little village up the way where you can rest up. By way of thanks for them seeds, I'll come along with you. Well, let's be off, shall we? To get to the village, we'll need to head out of the forest and go east.
Again. However, when you get close to one, a small red corner will appear just above them. Press X and you'll give them a lady wallop with your weapon, throwing the HP a little bit to the bottom. Alright, so this is the new item.
A day's work.
So this is a new thing that they added for this game is like these powered up boss mini/powered up enemies and stuff. You defeat them, you can get items like special badges, I think they're called, and they give you perks if you equip them to your character on this screen down here. But I'm not strong enough to fight against that guy right now.
Knew I had it in me. Here comes the heat.
I'm going from strength to strength.
Alright, so next level 55, 45, 30.
Hey!
And here's another thing that I noticed with this, at least with the newer ones I'm seeing now, is they give you hints on what's weak to what. In the olden ones, they never used to do that. I don't know if it's a plus to help people, figure out, what's weak against what. But I don't know. It kind of takes away from the learning, figuring out what enemy is weak to what attack.
Take this!
It seems kind of handholdy to me, but.
Take that! Right, on we go.
Alright, so I clear everything over here. Let's save. That's right. I'll put my objective first. Where'd Dave get to? Let's see. Alright. Alright, she's gone. Maybe she rushed on. I'm guessing she lives here, right? Without even saying goodbye? Some people have no manners. You're one of them. What kind of village has she brought us to anyway? It looks a little run down. A little. That's an understatement of the century. Yeah. Well, who cares? It's not like we're going to be staying here long. Let's see if anyone can tell us the way home, shall we? This place is so depressing. Let's see if anyone knows the way to approach it better so they can get out of here. So you're the travelers from Italy. Well, welcome to Valley Malay. Named after our greatest hero, don't you know? And now we could do with some hero. I tell you, this place blew right there. Find it, so yeah. So we're in this town now that, it looks like crap. Say, now there's this beautiful big church. You wouldn't credit it now, would you? In times of trouble, what choice do you have but to turn to the Almighty? How may our church assist you, faithful disciples? Same again. RPGs always save. Alright. I think we just gotta go. Oh, no, it didn't show it. Okay. Would you look at the state of your beautiful vegetable patch? Sure, what's the world coming to? I mean, look at the size of the old hole dug right in the middle there. He's right. That's a big hole. Who'll be doing something like that? Who do you think did it? Sure, it was none other than me own self. I know it's for me wife and daughter, but it breaks my heart, so it does. Man. I never want to get to that point, man, where you gotta dig your kid's grave. I don't wish that on anybody, man. That's tough. Sure, there once was a time this was just a peaceful town in the back road beyond. Then one day, would you just know it, them horrible monsters came and stole all our women folk away. The fiends gave us men an awful ultimatum, so they did. They said if we wanted to see our wives and daughters alive again, we would wear the terror villages to pieces. I know I shouldn't give in to despair, but I fear our girls are long gone from this world. There's no hope for me or this place now. If I were yous, I'd go back to wherever you came from and pray for us all. What's that? You're asking me what I'm doing? Do you not have eyes in your head? I'm smashing up my own house. Sure, you're on after asking me what I'm doing. And now you're asking me why I'm doing it? You're an awful one for the question. I'm doing it for my lovely wife, Emmett. Am I? Why else would a man be tearing down his own four walls now? Apparently, bad things happen. They don't have their girls, they don't have their wives. Sure, what's the point of doing anything? Not put all doom, I tell you. It's desperate, so it is. I built this house with my own two hands, and now I'm tearing it down, plank by plank. As much as I can do to keep from weeping. There's an awful lot we can learn from trees, wouldn't you agree? You can chop bits of them, you can burn them, but they never complain. They just keep on growing. They're tremendous, so they are. What's the story like? Where do you think you're going? You wouldn't be planning on heading up the top of the village, would you? Yes. You're wasting your time. There's nothing to see up there. On your life. Okay.
Who's there? Sure, you're human. Well, that's a relief, so it is. Sorry I wasn't more welcoming, but you took me by surprise. I thought them monsters had finally found us. I'm Patrick, and you'll be travellers, will you? Well, tell me this and tell me no more. Did you meet a woman called Maeve at all? You did? Sure, that's grand. Maeve protected our village from them monsters, you see, but no one's seen her this last while now. Dad's injured, and now Maeve's gone. Sure, things couldn't be any worse. You alright, Dad? Are your wounds giving you grief? Sorry about that. I had to check on him. Me Dad's this village's bravest warrior. He went off to fight the monsters and bring back our women, but he came home in this shape. According to your man, the doctor, we'll be needing a yoke called a green gem to make him right again. But the mine where you get him is full of monsters now. It's southeast of here, so it is. I was hoping I'd see Maeve so I could ask her to go and grab us one. Can I ask you a favour, like? If you run into her on your travels, will you tell her we need her help? I'd love to go off and search for her myself, but I have to look after me dad, you know?
You know what? I'm thinking we should help this kid find the green gem he's after. What do you say? Nice
Is that the right thing to do?
I knew you'd be up for it.
Okay.
I want to leave you two to get on with it, but it's not like I've got anything else to do out here in the middle of nowhere. So I suppose I'd better tag along. I mean, who knows? We might find a clue to help get us back home.
Did I hear you right? I was thinking of helping us out, like.
Yup, that's right. Just point us in the right direction. You said those green gems were in a mine southeast of here. Oh, and if we run into Maeve again, we'll tell her about you and your dad. I'm sure she'd be happy to help you out as well.
Thanks a million!
Alright, so now I'm gonna go check out this spot to see about finding this green gem that can help him. Is Patrick's dad. But before that, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like fighting with sticks. Not a big fan of that. Let's see if we got enough money to buy some.
Whoa!
What's that you say? Yeah, after that case, so I'm telling you, this isn't my house at all. It belongs to your man, huh? You you swapped some, the monsters wouldn't find it. Don't tell anyone I told you, will you? That's my day job. Let's see. Goodbye. See what you got, Pimp. Alright. I don't got no money. So I want to at least get like the copper sword, maybe the bronze knife, but I'm not going to get that anytime soon. When I did the demo, I did a lot of grinding to get these stuff, but I'm going to grind a little bit, but not enough for it to be in. So yeah, I'll feel up on that. Heal up. Nope. Just took that. Always get stuff. Always get stuff. Oh crap, that's right. Came near to sleep.
Oh.
A little bit of grinding. Alright, getting worked up. If a character is attacked a lot or undergoes certain other trials and tribulations, they'll eventually become worked up, enabling them to let loose on their turn. Doing so activates the perk offered by character's vocation, which can be hugely advantageous in any battle. You will only stay worked up for a few turns though, so be sure to time your activation wisely. Though uncommon, monsters are capable of letting loose as well. All of their attributes will be improved, meaning stronger abilities and spells coming your way. Be sure to take proper precautions. Alright. For the sake of what's going on, she doesn't have a lot of stuff, so it's just gonna boost up other magic attacks. Keep your endless resistance.
Here I come!
And the great thing about these boosts and whatnot, it doesn't take off from your turn. You can still do another move after initiating.
All in a day's work. Here comes the heat.
stand a chance. Right. Here I go! Flame Slash!
That should give him the level up.
They didn't stand a chance. I'm going from strength to strength.
Oh.
Stop. You're thinking of visiting the mine and see the holiday. Make sure it's special and seems monsters. Okay. Trying to rack up some more money and buy some more stuff. And I know you're gonna head off pretty soon, Food, so I'm gonna head off in a little bit. I'm trying to stream this one. Alright, so these guys are a lot difficult to deal with. Level, let's see what we can do.
Flame Slash!
That's great. I wish I had double cast. Also take how do you miss?
Flame Slash! Take that!
Hmm.
All in a day's work.
Much money do I got? Let's go for 310. So 310. There's Maeve. Washington.
Thanks.
Yeah?
3 times. So the thing is, tell me about Patrick's request. Is that right? The little fella's after a green gem to save his dog. We'd be grateful if you could help us out. It's not the time. I've got to be going, Mike. I have a list of things to do as long as you're on. Just keep your eyes peeled for rainbow rocks. Break up a chunk of a green one, and that lad will be able to help his dad. Wait, you're going? But what about Patrick? He thinks you're a hero. I'm sure you have stuff to do and all, but just imagine how disappointed he'll be when we tell him. That boy's braver than any of us. I can tell. I can still see him now, marching into the mountains lair to rescue his dog. The lad was shaken with fear, but even when the monsters were right in front of him, he didn't run away. Something about his courage touched me. Before I knew it, I'd taken Patrick and his dad back to the village. It was the way he carried himself. It reminded me of that time. Alright, I'll do it. I saved the lad's life once. I can very well leave it in the lunch now, can I? I'll come along with you. Really? That's great news. Thanks, May. Just remember, I have things to do, so don't be wasting my time spin all over the place. Alright, so May's a part of the party now.
That's how it's done.
Huh? The magic spell? Buff. Slightly raises the defense of a single party member. I haven't used it, and now he's up the boss. Focus strength. Focus spirit. To strike with a redoubled force on the next attack, which will do certain. Okay, so use that as a buff.
Take this!
Shield, yeah. Sword. Let's go to the bottom first. is good to explore. It's pretty good. Little sounds. Nice. So Asta's let loose, Ocean Devotion, it will, it sends up little field bearers over the characters. So after doing this, if somebody goes to attack them, they won't take damage of it. This dude is like specifically defensive. At least from what I can see from right now. Extract off the string. Yeah, there's also defense. It's like an added protection.
Take this! Right!
Like if Maribel has other magic attacks, like how it shows the little right arrows on what's weak to what, all of her magic attacks, like Frizz, Crackle, Whoosh, Swoosh, Bang,
On we go.
all those moves will all be super effective against those enemies, regardless of what they're weakened against.
I'm going from strength to strength.
Yeah, this check out the money I got, and then see if I can buy this sword.
Right, on we go.
Alright. And now Maribel has learned Dazzle. Let's see what Dazzle does. Dazzle envelops a group of enemies in illusion. So if it hits, it's going to make people, hard for you to see them. Let's see how much money you got. 347, okay. So let me go see if I can get a sword and come back.
Oh.
What else could be? Oh, y'all got the right one. Ain't that it locked it? Where else could be? Alright. Okay, man, I got you. And I'm stuck. Oh, bet. Never mind. Cool. I'll come back. I was stuck there for a bit. Got the sword. So I'm gonna give Maribel the bronze knife. When I was doing it on the demo, I gave both Kiefer and Oster swords. I know the club will be a little bit stronger. I just don't like using clubs or bamboo spears and whatnot. So let's see. I can bore you guys with the semantics. Get right to it. I really don't like them with these sticks. It bugs me inside.
They didn't stand a chance.
Let's try to progress a little bit further. That's the part I need for the money.
That's how it's done.
And they said that in one of the little notes that came by, once you get strong enough, you can knock enemies out with one blow. If they're becoming too strong.
Right, on we go.
All in a day's work.
$62, $78. And I just noticed something. You can't even see their heads up display because of my icons up there. I can move that.
Here comes the heat.
Take this! Right, on we go.
So let's move that a little bit. Let's see. Here. There. Looks a little bit better. So what dazzle does.
Watch this.
What about that dazzle didn't do much? Alright, so this is one of the puzzles in the area. That match colors. But, like I said earlier, they made it so that it would be easier for those that, you know, want to be stuck in it for so long. Well, I really don't like that, but, you know, I guess some people had a hard enough time with it.
Take this!
No, he's gonna do fine.
Here comes the heat.
Take that!
All in a day's work.
Alright, and after this puzzle, I'm gonna stop it. So let's see. I do this again. This.
Hey!
Oh, and that's the green gem. But I think I'll save it and then come back. And we'll continue from that point on.
Oh.
Alright. Alright, you guys. Well, thank you for showing up and checking out the stream. I know Dragon Quest 7 at the beginning of it takes a bit before it actually gets into the nitty gritty, but after this part with the green gem and the boss fight, that's when the game really picks up, from what I've been told. So, you know, I'm going to see about continuing on this venture and try to do this as much as possible, but, you know, try to set up a schedule. That's the #1 goal, is to set up a schedule when I can do this so it won't be too taxing. Alright, thank you guys, and until the next time.